Hi there, Erica Bueller here, Digital Marketing Manager for Associated Skincare Professionals. Today, we're going to talk about 3 simple Instagram story ideas to help you build your social following and attract new clients. You can create strategic Instagram stories that promote your business and showcase your skills without feeling like you suddenly have to become a full-time content creator. We'll walk through how to capture content you can reuse and how to be savvy with your stories to get those clients booking services. Let's get started. Instagram stories are one of the most underused tools for building your social following and turning viewers into clients. They're casual, they're quick, and the best part, they're where your audience is already spending their time. And because stories show up at the top of the app, they keep you front and center in people's minds, even if they don't see your regular posts. Stories also give you a chance to be a little more you. You can connect, educate, entertain, and promote your business all in one place. The engagement possibilities make this even easier, since tools like polling, question boxes, link inserts, and other interactive modules can be placed right within your story content. However, if you've been feeling stuck on what kinds of content to post, or if you feel like you're just talking to a camera with no direction, don't worry. Today, you'll walk away with 3 Instagram story ideas you can make in just a few minutes to help you build your following and attract new clients. Story idea number 1, share tips or myths. One of the best ways to get engagement and establish your expertise is by sharing a quick tip or busting a common myth. These tips or myths can be broadly about skincare to educate your general audience, but an extra effective way to do this is to tap into a niche or specialty area. If you specialize in lash or brow services, permanent makeup, or sensitive skin, you could get more specific with the tips you offer or myths you're busting to position you as a trusted resource, which helps build your credibility fast. Take it one step further by adding a poll or quiz sticker to invite your audience to vote before you reveal your answer. You're not just delivering value, you're encouraging interaction, which can boost your reach and visibility on the app. You can even use this information later to get a sense of what your audience does or doesn't know, and tailor future content to get even more specific with your social content education. Story idea number 2, show behind-the-scenes content. People love seeing what goes on behind the curtain. It makes them feel like they're part of something exclusive, which is exciting. Use your stories to show your workspace, prep for a service, new product arrivals, or even a time lapse of you setting up for the day. Depending on what you're showcasing on stories can influence how you want to frame the content. For example, if you're showing you setting up your office and treatment room for a day of services, you can frame this as a time-lapse video titled, "Get ready with me for a full day of clients." Or, with your client's consent, you could film before, during, and after service content to show the power of a high-quality custom facial. This can work as a shout out to the brand line you choose to work with too, who may even repost your content to their channels as a result. This kind of content builds connection and trust. It reminds your audience that there's a real, relatable person behind your brand, and that can go a long way in converting followers into clients. Also, you don't need to overthink it. Even a quick boomerang of you restocking shelves or a 10-second clip saying, "Just got in this new mask I'm obsessed with, can't wait to use it in facials this week," works perfectly. Story idea number 3. Use calls to action to drive action. This one's big, and it all depends on consistency. Every few days or weeks, use an Instagram story to drive action. This could look like encouraging people to book a service by creating a sense of urgency or exclusivity. Messaging on your story might say, "Want to grab one of the last appointments this month? DM me the word GLOW and I'll send you the booking link." This is also a perfect example of how to incorporate DM automation in your social strategy too. Directing people to sign up for your newsletter so you can generate leads. Tap the link below to join my VIP email list, get first dibs on specials and openings. Even simple asks, like asking people to reply to your stories with an emoji, can open up opportunities for conversations and further calls to action. Something like, "Drop a heart if you want me to share my take on an esthetician's AM skincare routine tomorrow," would be great. The key here is to guide your audience. Tell them exactly what to do next. When you do that regularly, it trains your followers to engage, and engagement leads to visibility, growth, and ultimately, bookings. All in all, Instagram stories don't have to be complicated to be effective, and they don't require you capturing a ton of content either. To recap, share short, valuable info like tips or myths, pull back the curtain with some behind-the-scenes content, and use clear, consistent calls to action to guide your audience. Plus, here are a few bonus tips to keep in mind when you're feeling stuck on generating story content. Don't be afraid to borrow ideas from other creators who are doing things you enjoy or engage with. It's clearly working. Even if you're seeing interesting story content from creators outside your industry, think about how you can apply the broader concept to your brand. Also, a little content capturing can go a long way. Getting video of a service doesn't have to be exclusively for one time-lapse reel and that's it. Use it in slow-mo to compare skin before and after, to promote a new product or service you're using, or as B-roll behind client testimonials. Recycling and reusing content is your friend. And remember, presence and consistency matter. Even 1 or 2 stories a week can keep your business top of mind for your followers. A little effort really can go a long way in growing your audience and turning those views into real business. If you liked this tip from ASCP, be sure to follow us and check out our other tips for success in your skincare or beauty business.